Hey, today I wanted to talk about, is coaching worth the money? And what brought up this topic in my mind is I was doing a mid-year review. We're rolling into June now. We're 6 months into the year. Am I where I thought I would be at in my business? And as I was evaluating things, I've had some real exponential growth in the last, I'd say, 4 weeks. It's been kind of slowly going, but then this last month it's just exploded. And I was kind of reviewing, why is that? What's causing that? And what have I been doing right and what have I been doing wrong? And it got around to me thinking about my experiences this year with coaches that I've hired. And I, I'll kind of take you through shortly. I've used 4 coaches now in particular that stand out, that have had just transformational changes in things I've done in my approaches. So the first one, I hired a LinkedIn coach, I think it was in December or January, it must have been in December, and she has a very large audience on LinkedIn, and she's a LinkedIn coach, and she just helped me to, one, open my mind, but two, she had the credibility of having a very large audience and a model that works. So she could walk me through the steps of how to approach public posting for the first time ever in my life publicly, but then also what that should look like in terms of those posts. And it's had a huge impact on me. It's changed me from someone that never would post, and now I'm comfortable posting in a lot of different social media sites, not just LinkedIn. Then the second coach that had a really big impact on me was a business coach, and he had a podcast, and one day he dangled in front of me starting a podcast. And I never in a million years thought of myself as a podcast, but he had the technical expertise, he had the relationships that he introduced me to, and he helped me with the framework to do it and also the mindset. So it was 2 parts there, one mindset, plus he was actually doing it and had the framework to show me how to do it. The third coach is a sales coach, and although I consider myself a decent understanding the sales cycle and a decent salesperson, he really got me to think on a deeper level about connecting and with your clients and your prospects. And he has a system, which he shared with me, that's very repeatable and very easy. And I've already had profound impact on my business in just a month and a half by me tweaking, once again, my mindset, but also following his process and implementing it into mine. So that's the third coach. Then the fourth coach I recently hired, he's from my podcast. He's in the barbecue space. He's building a barbecue empire. He's got restaurants and a ghost kitchen. And we met after the podcast, and because I had questions for him. And his whole building his business is all around media marketing. And we got to talking about, in the coaching, we got to talk about how this is how you're going to, Tyler, get into media marketing, and this is what you're going to do. And literally in our first coaching session, and it just caught me off guard, he said, "Hey, do a video right now. I want you to record just what you said." And it kind of threw me off, and I said, "No, Sean, I'm not going to do that." He said, "Yes, you are. You're going to do it." So long story short, he's now got me on this thing on TikTok. I'm posting daily. I never in a million years would have thought that I'm a daily video guy, but because he's, one, doing it and has a model for doing it, and two, he's helped open my mind to doing it. So just to wrap up here, sorry for this long video, there's a couple takeaways here from me in terms of hiring a coach. One is, for me, I want someone that's 5 to 10 steps ahead of me. I want them to have a high level of success in whatever they're planning on introducing me to or helping me to become better at. That's very important to me, and I think having that process, that plan, that experience is really a critical factor in all the coaches I've hired. The second one is mindset, but I'm going to say it's a little bit different. It's not like, "Hey, Tyler, you've got it in your head, so therefore you can do it, and I'm going to pull it out." It's more like, "Hey, this is how it's done, and if you follow these steps, you can do it too." And that's helped me tremendously. So I just wanted to share that. I hope you get something out of this. So the end answer here is coaching worth the money. If it's the right coach, absolutely. I've by far exceeded the investment that I put into coaching this year in terms of not only my personal development, but business generation too. So hey, thanks a lot. Hope you have a great weekend.